Hey everybody, I'm just sitting here waiting in line for Elliot to walk out the doors of the school. I'm the mom that shows up 45 minutes early to the pickup line. See, I am the first car. See that sign? First car stop. I pulled all the way forward. I'm here long before everyone else. Not because I'm crazy, but because I've got two other kids and it's wonderful. Claire can take a nap if she so desires. She can sit there and eat a snack. Logan eats a snack. Today he's got his tablet. He's lucky. Usually he just sits back there and plays with his little toys, and maybe he'll read a book or draw something. And I get to read a book, which doesn't happen otherwise. So it's just a nice break in the day. And sometimes it's good, I think, for my other two to sit still, to be required to sit still. They're trapped in their seatbelts, their car seats. And I notice good fruit from them sitting here for 45 minutes playing and not having to run around and make mess and destroy things. So I was just sitting here. We just came from Chick-fil-A and hanging out with a new friend and her lovely daughter, and it was so fun. And now we're just relaxing. And I was just thinking, this whole week has been really hard. I mean, it's been really hard. We've got a lot going on in our lives right now. But someone said, just to dive right in, someone said, I think it was Lou Engle who said, like, pay attention to your tears because in them your destiny lies. What are those things that can bring you to tears? What are those things that move you, that remind you, kind of like, part of me was meant for this. And even beyond, like, the greatest privilege of my life is being a mom, right? But beyond that, it's easy to get wrapped up in being a mom, right? Like other moms, you get it. It's easy to get wrapped up in those things, and you're passionate about it, and it's amazing, and you're raising these humans to be strong, independent, kind-hearted, wise people. And it's easy to get lost in the mix and forget the things that make you feel like you come alive and make you feel like you're contributing something else to the world other than just being a mom, which is awesome, right? But there's more. And so I've been trying to pour into, I feel like coming on here and saying I'm pressing in and to the music stuff, and I feel like I'm always doing that, and you guys are probably tired of me talking about it. And it's just, but it is so hard. And maybe it's like this for you too. I don't know what things you're passionate about that you feel like you aren't able to fully invest yourself into in this season of life. And I don't even have a piano. I don't have a keyboard. I have no way to just sit down and, like, I've got all these songs and I've got some amazing things that I could be working on, and I'm just not able to do that right now. And that I don't have the things that I need, the tools I need. We don't have the finances I need to pursue my music in the way I want to. And so I keep coming on here and trying to be faithful with what I have and what I've been given, and not to be even heard. I don't post videos on Facebook because I love the sound of my own voice or because I think I'm great, because it's like actually the opposite. I struggle, ask my husband, like I struggle so much with, oh my gosh, can I really do this? Like, am I just fooling myself? Am I just that girl who thinks she can sing and actually can't? Because I'm listening to these playbacks of videos that I post, and I'm like, man, I know the sound levels were off. I know the music was, not as loud, and it was all bass, and then it's me singing over the top of it, and then I'm trying to overcompensate, and then my voice is tired because dealing with all this health stuff, and I'm not sleeping, and all of that comes into play, and all that stuff. And so I'm my biggest critic, and I'm pulling stuff off, like, oh my God, I take it back. I wish nobody had watched that. Oh, embarrassing. And I've got these high standards, and I'm way down here right now, and I'm embarrassed, and yet I have to keep pressing in, and I can't allow the discouragement of me producing something that isn't what I hear, it isn't what I want it to be, it isn't what I feel like could present what I'm feeling, could really encourage somebody and light a fire in them or inspire them, because the sound is important. Like, I applaud all of our sound guys, like, out there. Like, you guys are amazing. I have so many amazing sound guy friends, and what you guys do is incredible. It's magic. And you know, there's so much that goes into it, and I wish I could have a sound guy follow me around and work their magic in just day-to-day life, right? Anytime I sing, make me sound good. But I still need to be faithful to those things that make me feel like I come alive, even if I'm not getting them out there, and even if they're in the way that I want to, even if it's not sounding the way I want it to sound. Like, you know, I suppose it's like working out, and everything comes back to working out or music these days, because that's all that I do, other than my business stuff, which is also amazing, because I'm learning tools and working out. I'm learning tools in my business that I'm able to then turn around and apply to the things that I'm truly passionate about with my music. And one of the things I'm learning with working out is I can't be afraid of looking silly or looking like a fool when I'm floundering and flopping around in a class or something, and I'm turning the opposite way as everybody else, and, you know, rhythmically challenged in those moments. The important thing is that I'm showing up. The important thing is that I'm doing the work and putting in the effort. And I'm reading this amazing book called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. It's so good. I picked it up for business, but you guys, I'm using it for my personal life, with relationship with my music, to just, the book is all about being faithful in the small things, doing these, helping yourself recognize the areas where you need to take personal responsibility, where small, consistent, and faithful things done over time, those are the things that are going to set you up for success. And excuses or things like that, you know, they're not helping, and listening to your fears, they're not helping. And so when I come on here and I put my music stuff up, it's really for myself. It's for me to go, okay, I'm going to keep putting myself out there. I'm going to keep looking like a fool if I need to, so that I don't let fear win, so that I don't let intimidation win, so that I don't stay in this, I don't want to call it a box. I don't know what this season of life is when I'm not doing what I, you know, have done. It's different when you're up on stage. It's different when you're always presented with the opportunity to give the best part of yourself and be around people who drive you on. Like, I had such a gift in my time in Colorado Springs, in that the people that I was surrounded by, Logan's singing back there. I had such a gift in friends and in my church there, where I felt inspired and challenged to go farther, to be better, I had some friends that we would do these trill challenges, you know, and someone would do this, oh, and then they'd look at me and I'd go, ooh, and then they'd take it on further, and then we'd go back and forth and just try new runs, try new trails. And it was so good, because I wasn't embarrassed to mess up. I wasn't embarrassed. And here's the biggest thing. I am less embarrassed in messing up than I am in trying to I don't want to say showcase what I'm capable of, but there's a lot of false shame and embarrassment that goes into being good vocally, especially in the church, and it might just be projecting, but I was able to get out of that when I was in Colorado Springs with my friends, and they challenged me and pressed me to move past that so that I could grow vocally, and I grew strong then, because I was always using my voice and always growing. And so being a mom, I'm always singing. That hasn't changed, but I'm not always belting it, and so my voice is a lot weaker than it used to be. And so I'm challenging myself to, you know, try to sing louder and not be embarrassed about it, and not be afraid and not be timid. And so yeah, I just wanted to come on here and process that and share that and challenge you guys. Like, what are the things that you're passionate about that maybe you've put on the back burner for this season? Like, is it something that needs to be on the back burner, or is it something that you could sow a little bit of time into or thought into? You know, maybe you're a writer, maybe you used to write a lot, maybe you should pick up a blog and just be faithful with that, you know? Like, maybe you were a runner, like maybe start running. My sister is doing marathons. She's been faithful in running, and I'm just so inspired by her. in that journey that she's been on with that, you know. And so, yeah, pressing past that discouragement, paying attention to your tears, and not being afraid. But anyways, it's 10 minutes in. I always end these things with a song. Let's do His Eyes on the Sparrow. Let's see if I can remember all of it. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows fall? And why should my heart be lonely and long for heaven and home, when Jesus is my portion, my constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. And I sing because I'm happy, and I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. Yes, I know He watches me. Do you like that key change in there? I love you guys. You know, take courage, take heart, take care of yourself, and let yourself be the glorious beauty that you are. See ya.